Holding steady. At 15 degrees. I can't believe it, we did it!
Are you sure?
Yes, see for yourself.
What do you know, it worked. Get down below and see if they need any more help.
Fine, yes sir. You could be a little more excited, you know.
Just like a little bit more proof than a stopped watch. There's a reason on this gauge I'm not really sure
about.
about it.
You? And a good day to you.
And to you.
Indeed it is, and it always shall be. Look, we stabilized the sun.
That's good?
Yes, it is.
Do you
just
recognize us, don't you?
Actually...
Do you remember anything?
No. Oh dear God, no, I don't even remember my name. I felt the sun on my face. I woke up. I was here. I don't remember anything before that.
Silly me. That's right. Amnesia is a common side effect.
But you know who I am.
Yeah, and
It's best to let it come back on its own, at least up here.
But you do know who I am.
yeah, and you recognize us, don't you? You might not remember who we are, but you know us, right?
Yes, it's... Why don't you just tell me?
Because then you won't know if you're remembering or just believing what we tell you.
And besides, up here things work a little different. Who knows what might happen?
You keep saying up here, what do you mean?
Exactly that, up here on my ship.
My ship.
Our
My ship.
His ship, but see for yourself.
Oh God! We're flying.
Yeah.
This is a flying ship.
Yep.
A ship that flies.
That's what a flying ship would be, yes.
Well, that's something.
That's the solar wind, the ship of the Sunchasers.
Sunchasers, you mean?
Do you see that sun?
Yes.
We're chasing it.
Why?
Because we're Sunchasers.
How long have you been doing this?
For all of today.
And yesterday?
Can't see if that rightly matters anymore.
Why?
Because we've always been chasing it and we'll always be chasing it, which means it will always be today, which is all that matters.
How did I get here?
The same as the rest of us. Why don't you two take a little walk? Maybe see how things work around here. Who knows? Something might come back to you. I hope you know what you're doing.
Talking to yourself is the first sign of fatigue, you know.
Well, then it's a good thing I'm not fatigued.
Ha ha, funny man. Secure the helm for a bit.
I don't need a break.
I'm not asking you to take a break. I'm asking you to let me check your vitals now that we've done it. Besides, not like the sun is going anywhere. Not anymore.
Fine, but I really don't see the point.
Can't make it easy on me, can you? Then again, I guess there's no denying we are where we are, is there?
What are you going on about?
Just that it's kind of hard to take someone's pulse with any exactness when all the bloody clocks have stopped working.
I'm as healthy as an ox. I think you can guess at 5 seconds well enough.
And have 5 seconds even really passed? You still have a pulse. Maybe it's racing faster than anything.
I think you're thinking about this a little too hard.
Someone has to. Hold still. Look forward.
At the sun?
Sure. Doesn't seem to hurt to look at it, does it? I always found that funny. How it hurts to look at a rising sun, but not a setting one. Why should it make a difference? So I noticed the cot below deck is empty.
Yeah.
Who's up and about then?
Yes. She's giving him a tour.
So it worked when things went calm. I thought they might have.
Yes. It did. But he doesn't remember anything.
I'll want to look him over as well then.
Of course, you are the ship's doctor, but Just don't tell him anything.
What?
You need your hearing checked. I said don't tell him anything.
Figured that one out on your own, huh? I mean, why bother waiting to ask the only medical professional on board her opinion?
It wasn't my decision.
Really now?
Might be my ship, but it is her show, and she wants him to find out on his own.
And your actual reason?
He's up. He's awake. Why not let things take their course, you know? Why tempt fate?
Interesting choice of words.
You know what I mean.
You do know this is a stopgap at best, right?
Well, if the stopgap lasts forever, is it really a stopgap?
If we just...
No.
We could always try.
No, that's not how it works.
You don't know that.
Neither do you, that's the point.
No, it's that you're scared to take a chance. Something amazing can be dangled right in front of you, and what do? You look at it wondering how it will blow up in your face.
Well, maybe I've just learned from others. How many chances have you taken? How many regrets do you wear like chains? You know, you can't just undo your mistakes.
At least I was brave enough to make them.
At what cost?
A great one.
Exactly. We're Sunchasers. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You meant it all right. Now you just regret it. Aren't those supposed to go away up here? Regrets? Perhaps we should envy him, not having his memories. All that exists for him is today. All that ever will exist. I still need to go check on the rest of the crew, and I want to check him out as well, right?
Aye, ma'am.
And this is the mess deck.
Well, it's kind of supposed to be a mess deck. Not that we have much use for that anymore.
Why's that?
Well, that's what the old texts say, at least. See, Sunchasers are...
Enough of that, thank you. Let it come back on its own.
Yeah, I guess.
Right, I'm gonna go see how things are on the bridge. You think you two will be all right down here?
You can count on me.
Well, I'm sure we'll manage. So, why are there glass panes throughout the ship?
To let the sun in below deck, silly. See, there isn't a place on this ship you can't see the sun. Either by mirror or window, even the depths of the engine room.
Okay, but why?
Well, we wouldn't be very good sun chasers if we couldn't see where the sun was all the time, would we?
Does it make sleeping hard? What about sunburns?
The sun doesn't hurt us. It can't. Why would it? As to sleep, well, you let me know if you get tired, and we'll see if it's a problem. Cool?
Cool. She's really got you running scared, doesn't she?
I won't.
Now, don't apologize. I'm not one to ask you to disobey orders, but also, I'm going to drag you down. Nothing wrong with a little healthy enthusiasm.
Everything is fine.
Everything.
Yes, everything.
Have you had your once-over from our illustrious doctor yet?
No, I haven't seen her since we leveled out.
You're probably just a few steps ahead of her. You can't escape her for too long. This ship is only so large.
Oh, trust me, I know. I just walked about every inch of it.
Problems?
No. Like I said, everything is fine.
Oh, there you are. Sit down, both of you. I still need to give you a once-over. I'd swear you were avoiding me. Leading me on a wild goose chase all over this blasted ship. You had me half worried that something was wrong, and you were trying to hide it.
Oh, come on. You know I wouldn't do that. I go one day with a broken rib without telling you, and you're going to hold it over my head for the rest of my life, aren't you?
A broken rib, and you were simply too busy to get it looked at?
Not like you could have done anything for it anyways.
That is besides the point. Anyway, you have a clean bill of health. Now for you, mister.
A doctor.
No, I'm the ship's seamstress. I just double as a bone saw. Yes, I'm the doctor.
Father must be very proud.
Well, yes. I'd like to think that he is. That grumpy wad of grease was looking for you. Says he still needs your help. Might want to get back down there and see what he wants.
Oh, did you have to tell me?
I was supposed to tell you the moment I saw you. You're welcome for the delay.
You just wanted your turn to be first. Fine.
just talking to myself.
I hear that's a first sign of fatigue.
It's just, we're all here for different reasons, and for the life of me, I can't figure hers out.
Does she have to have a reason?
Well, perhaps I am being overly dramatic, but it is rather immutable. One cannot be aboard the solar wind without having a reason to be. We all have them, even you.
What's mine then? Because I surely don't know.
Nice try, mister, but no, you have one. Even if you don't remember it. Now, let me look at you. Amnesia isn't out of the ordinary up here, but I just want to make sure it's the solar wind doing it to you and not something else, okay? Take a deep breath. Again. Again. Okay. Turn your head to the right. Now to the left. Do you feel any pain?
No, not really.
Can you feel this?
Yes.
Any numbness?
No, actually, I feel fine. I just don't know why I'm getting the 3rd degree. I mean, you didn't check her out like this.
She remembers who she is, now doesn't she? Do you feel tired at all? Lethargic?
Well, I was going to say yes, but I don't. I didn't. It's funny. It's almost like I don't remember not being tired. It's funny coming from a man with no memory, right?
Someone once told me we never truly forget anything. We just don't remember it for a time. So are you tired or not?
No, I'm not. In fact, I feel well rested. Maybe for the first time in a long while. It's got something to do with your flying ship, too?
Perhaps. Still, you shouldn't stress yourself. Why don't you wait down here for a bit,
I'm not one to argue with a doctor. Something funny?
Just something you said. Don't worry about it. I'll be back, or I'm sure someone will be along before too long. I just need to get my last physical out of the way, right?
Whatever you say, Doc.
So you checked him out?
Yes, and I have to admit, he's surprisingly fine. Aside from his memory. Although this is still just a stopgap at best.
I already told you.
And just what are you afraid of? The sun
The sun is dangerous is what it is. Might not be hurting us now, but it's still dangerous. This ship was built to chase the sun. Nothing more.
But long as we're here.
Yes. Long as we're here. Anyway, I still need to look you over, Missy.
So do you mind watching the helm for a little bit longer?
Something wrong?
There's a hiccup on this gauge. It's been there ever since we leveled out, but I'd like to go down to engineering and check it out. It's probably nothing, but never better safe than sorry, as they say.
Right. I'll try not to crash into anything.
Right.
Is it me or is he worried about something?
Oh, he's always worried about something.
Right. Let's get this over with. How are you feeling?
Just fine. I mean, great even. We did it.
So it would seem.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, are you so sure this is even working? How long has it been since we leveled out?
That question doesn't even make sense anymore, does it? I mean, when I was showing him around the ship, it could have taken days or maybe just minutes. Looking back on it, I'm not even sure which. It's sort of disorienting.
Well, with you, I can't say that's too much of an indicator. You're almost as flighty as another young lady I might name.
Who put salt in your coffee? Do you not want to be here?
No, I want to be here.
Yes, just the same as the rest of us.
Don't be naive. You may have got us here, but we're staying here on our own, each and every one of us.
What was that?
I don't know! This page is going crazy!
Are we losing the sun?
I'll check and find the help. No, we haven't fallen out.
Still didn't answer the question. What was that?
It shook the entire ship. Did we hit something?
Up here, what is there to hit? A cloud? No, whatever it was, it's on this ship.
Get her on the table.
You guys better get down here!
Oh God, what happened?
Gasket fluid engineering. I told her to get away from it, but she just wouldn't listen. She said she could handle it herself.
Get back to the helm and watch those instruments. Just do it!
Fine.
Get out of my way! There's a medical kit down the passage. Someone get it.
I want it.
What do you think?
That you need to engine room?
I don't know. There's no more pressure left in the pipe and the block pipe is clear.
A simple no would have sufficed. Just stay out of the way. Good, give that to him, then get out of the way.
I think I would be
I
better
don't
to...
care what you think. I trust him more. Now get! Good, give me some gauze from there. We'll look for this blood and see what we're dealing with.
What, are you just gonna let her talk to you like that?
She knows what she's about.
You've made the better assistant.
I'm sure she's not taking any unnecessary risks. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
She could die.
I don't think so. A blow like that, it could have killed her on the spot. But up here, what happened?
You heard me.
I heard a panicked answer.
Pressure buildup in a pipe blew a gasket.
Don't you need to be down there fixing
Look,
it?
I don't know how to explain it, okay? 1 second I'm looking at the pipe and it's blown to hell. And then the next second I'm looking back and it's back as if nothing even happened. Almost like...
It was the same moment it had always been.
The foolish girl shouldn't even be here.
She has her reasons, just like always.
Reasons. More like we all have the things we're running from.
I suppose you have to be running from something in order to be running to something, right?
Is that what you keep telling yourself?
Maybe. Is there something better I should be telling myself? You said it yourself. We're all running.
Yeah, I did say that, didn't I?
Right then. You two, get over here!
Now she wants us. How is she?
Stable, but unconscious. Carry her to the cot.
Is she gonna be okay? Is there anything else we can do?
I don't know. You said she took a blown gasket hole in the side?
Yeah.
It looks like it, but it doesn't at the same time. Almost as if the wound happened and then it just stopped.
Is there something I should be
No,
doing?
go back to your ship. I'll stay with her. I am the doctor after all. You can go too. I'll be fine by myself.
You were good in there.
Thank you. You were too.
She's gonna be fine. Up and about in no time.
Yeah. No time. We'll see.
Well, how is she?
She's hurt, but she'll be all right.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, what happened?
Something in engineering, but it's fine now.
He fixed it.
It didn't need to be fixed.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Is that your way of saying I don't know?
I can't do this alone.
You sure are trying to.
Neither can you. There's something about this place. Something we're not getting.
And what is that?
Don't worry about it.
It isn't your fault.
What?
The accident down below, it isn't your fault.
You think I don't know that? I told her to get away from the gasket. A blind mule could have seen the thing was gonna blow.
True.
It's nothing I did that caused this. What?
This ship, it's pretty unique.
Yeah? So?
And you built this?
We all had a hand in it.
Yeah, but you built the engines.
Yeah? I suppose that would be fair to say.
And you knew that gasket was going to be trouble.
Look, I didn't say that.
Did you?
Yeah. But it isn't easy, you know, building an engine that can fly a ship, especially one like this. And what exactly did I have to go on? Legends? Stories? I didn't exactly have all the time in the world. I mean, there were bound to be problems.
You knew.
Yes, okay, I knew, all right? I knew that there was a problem. I told her to get away from it, and she didn't listen, but it's my fault because I should have been the one trying to fix it. It's my fault. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Must step in the right direction.
What the hell does that mean?
It means at least now you're admitting you think it was your fault.
It was my fault.
No, it wasn't.
But you just...
Led you down a path you'd already started. It wasn't your fault. You had told her to stay away. She didn't listen. Something bad happened. That's not your fault. That's not her fault. It's not anyone's fault. But is pointing fingers going to fix it? Is it going to undo what's already been done?
No.
Then stop sulking. It's not helping you or anyone else.
Alright, then what am I supposed to do?
Move forward, learn, do better, because you can.
We should probably join the others.
Finally, maybe I can get a straight answer out of you. How is she?
She's hurt, but she'll be alright.
Just what I said.
Men.
She's resting. She should be fine. Time will tell.
Time. Funny thing that.
Say, do you mind watching the helm for a little bit?
Suppose not.
Good. I'd like to go down to engineering. Give things a little another look-see.
So, Sunchasers.
All there in the name.
Why are we chasing the sun?
Because we're Sunchasers. Keep up.
Clearly I'm asking the wrong question. Why you, Sunchaser?
My father used to tell me a story when I was a little girl. The story of the Sunchasers? Long, long ago, there was a people who truly knew the terrors of the night. Not monsters of the dark, but the true terrors. So they built ships of fire and light and fled from the night by chasing the sun. So long as they chased the sun, they were happy, for they forever had today. There was no need for tomorrow, and yesterday became a myth. They truly lived for the moment.
Chasing the sun stops time.
So the story goes.
And the reality?
There is nothing wrong with that watch, and it is wound tight.
Why stop the watch and not us?
Things work differently up here.
Doesn't really explain it, you know.
Oh, it doesn't, but it's the best explanation we've got, so make of it what you will.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, I'd say it is.
As long as you got that, I guess it'll all be well in the end.
Is there an end?
In this case, I guess not.
Why are you here, you silly girl? Is it really worth it to you? I have my reasons, and of course you have yours, but really? Did you really have to chase the sun?
Of course, silly.
You're awake.
Can I get a second opinion?
Okay, you're an idiot, too.
Ha ha ha.
You really had me scared there for a bit.
How long was I out?
Who can tell? A few minutes? A few days? Technically no time at all, I suppose.
I have my reasons.
Of course you do. We all have to have a reason to
Exactly. And I have mine.
What?
You have a reason to be here, and so do I. Maybe I think your reason is silly, but that doesn't make it any less of a reason.
I never
Didn't
said...
have to.
Was that easy to read?
Oh no. Everyone mopes and complains about the youngest person on the ship and how she shouldn't be here. You're not Mom, you know.
I'm not trying
Yes,
to be.
you are. Ever since she died, you've been trying to be. And it's not a bad thing, not really, but I can make my own decisions and I can have my own reasons. Well, I'm here now anyway. Not like you can turn the ship around and drop me off.
No, I suppose not. How are you feeling?
About how I look, I imagine. If I had to describe it, like a gasket blew and hit me in the side in some strange time warp limbo.
Yes, an easy prognosis.
Oh?
You're suffering from a case of posterior intelligence, or in layman's terms,
A
smartass. Oh, best lay back down for a bit.
Will it help?
It can't hurt.
There she is. So she is. It's a funny thing, the sun. A giant engine, really. Huge ball of nuclear energy so far away that it appears as a tiny orb of fire on the horizon.
That's why you can't trust it.
Can't trust it.
That makes you think that it's this far-off spot of light off in the distance. I mean, what harm could it be? But then it hurts you, it burns you, it bakes crops, it causes drought. And then the worst betrayal of all, it sets on you and leaves you alone with nothing but the unfeeling stars and moon in the night.
You do know that the Earth's rotation is what causes the sun to set, right?
You're the engineer. Pick the reference frame that suits you, but this ship is good enough for me.
Fair enough.
Oh, you don't think so?
Look, I just make the ship run. I don't have to drink the Kool-Aid, too.
All right, then. What's the sun to you?
Well, you see it as a danger, a betrayal waiting to happen. I see it as a constant. I mean, only now as we are can we truly see that. I mean, go ahead, stare at it. Look at it just like that for as long as you can and wait for it to change, because it won't. There's one thing you can depend upon this world, and that's the sun.
You do know it will burn out one day.
You pick the reference frame and I'll pick the timetable. Within my lifetime is good enough for me.
So that's what we're chasing. What we're running to.
Seems like a pretty good ideal if you ask me.
Well, at least for now.
For now.
And now could last forever.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. How is she?
Oh, she's been moping something off, but I think she'll live.
Ah, you're awake. I guess that means we can get you down to the engine room then.
Aha, if you are just here to harass my patient.
Not at all. Do you think she's well enough to take a little trip up to the bridge?
I don't know.
Sure I can. Just hand me that cane ring.
Oh, really? I don't
Don't be such a worry ward. Come on, let's see what's going on up top.
First, the good news.
The engine is fine. The problem is fixed.
That's a relief.
I'm guessing there's bad news.
Well, we really don't know why. Things still look a little iffy.
And you've only got 4 sets of hands to run your ship.
4, I'm
In
perfect.
no fit order to be working.
I can still work.
No, really, you can't. I mean, not if you're barely standing with a cane as it is.
But I have a job to do.
It isn't
Ow.
your fault.
Well, it kind of is.
Hey!
You don't have to be so harsh about it.
Accidents happen. It could have been anyone or us. That gas can
Yeah, and coddling her isn't gonna fix anything, as I've recently learned.
Neither is rubbing her face in it.
I don't even
Calm down.
Arguing now! Pointing fingers isn't helping anyone. She's in no fit shape to work, and that's that. You need an extra set of hands on your ship? I got them.
I don't think,
Are you sure?
I gotta have a reason for being on board this ship. I mean, am I a sun chaser or not?
Well, you are chasing the sun, like the rest of us. But whether you are a sun chaser or not is entirely yours.
I don't fully understand what's going on here. I have no clue how I got here. This seems right. This feels right. I'll help out. And when she's better, well, 6 sets of hands. Maybe everyone can take some time off. Enjoy this beautiful day.
Does anyone have any objection to this?
No, I suppose not.
Very well. Welcome to the crew. I suppose you've already had a tour, but maybe something a little bit more formal is in order.
I can help with that at least.
You need to be resting.
Tag along with me. I'm not tired and you know it.
Someone needs to stay behind and mind the helm.
Perhaps.
What, are you just planning on staring her down some more?
Perhaps we can just leave it.
What?
We'll all go. Make a grand parade of it. After you.
Why, thank you.
Are you sure about this?
Should I not be?
Well, no, it's just that I...
What?
Nothing. Welcome to the crew.
So large.
Yeah, but trying to find that girl when she doesn't want to be found is about as futile as catching smoke in a net.
Well, you'd think she'd know she should be resting.
Resting? More like she needs my boot up her ass! I don't have time to be chasing her all over the place.
Oh, really? Well, I thought all we had was time.
Yeah, but time to do what?
Time to relax. Enjoy the moment. Not worry about, well, anything.
Definitely not about that lovely chap you've been seeing.
Or about that wife you haven't.
What was that?
Nothing. How's the newest member of the crew adapting?
Fine. Great even. Almost like he's always been a part of the crew. Although, I have to say it's a bit strange. Having him work for me.
Well, that can't be helped. Any sign of his memories?
No. Although sometimes there's a small glimmer, a sign that he might have gotten something back, but then it's gone. Like he can't take that last step into remembering.
Last steps can be hard. Sometimes people just aren't ready to make them.
And sometimes they run from them.
You're running the same as the rest of us.
Yeah, but for a different reason.
And how is this helping?
I just needed time to think. I mean, not that I have any. Having to chase a mule-headed girl around who should know better.
Maybe I just needed time to think, too.
Well, maybe you should spend some time with him. I mean, take all of his memories away, but he's still who he is.
We are not here to dump our problems on him.
No, but it's what we've always done anyway. I mean, hell, it's what he's always wanted.
Be that as it may,
I haven't really spent any time with him. Why?
Well, I've been busy. Keeping this junker in the sky?
Yeah, you are so busy right now. Talking to your brother in the mess.
Well,
no, you really shouldn't be working either.
there's work to be done.
Yes, but it doesn't need doing, and you knew that.
Your point?
You let him volunteer. Why?
The second he spoke up, I looked down at the gauges. And, well, they leveled out.
You're saying his work is making a difference.
I'm saying that his wanting to work, his wanting to be here, is making a difference.
Huh. Well, you know what else might make a difference?
What?
Talking to him.
I can't talk to him.
Why?
There we are. Sign of our wayward soul.
No, but she was always one for hide and seek.
I'm going to give a tag the way she plays it.
She'll show up when she gets tired of her game.
Oh, we start playing it with her. You're sure we searched everywhere. The ship's only so large.
I swear, we've searched every compartment. I have to expect that she's jumped overboard and is hanging on by the keel.
She could be in that cabinet.
Who hides in cabinets?
Little girls that are playing hide and seek.
She's not in the cabinet.
Well, I don't see any tree houses around here, so where do you two suggest we look?
Oh, one thing's for sure, she's not in here.
She could be in engineering.
I just looked there.
You're not there now. Could be that she's moving around, staying one step ahead of you.
I'll go look.
I'll come with.
No, you stay here. Maybe if she's in there, I'll flush her out.
Fine. Hey! That last big step isn't really so bad.
Are you telling me or are you telling yourself?
That silly girl should know better than to play these silly games.
What's wrong with playing games?
She should be resting.
Could be she's not playing.
Well, then what is she doing?
Hiding?
That is a rather important part of hide and seek.
Or hiding from someone.
What?
You knew about that gas.
And I told her to get away from it.
Doesn't make it her fault any more than it does yours.
Look, I don't think
About others, yes, I noticed. You know, I've got a lot of work to do down in engineering. A lot of work, and you might need some time to think, yes?
Found her?
No.
That silly girl.
She's gonna be okay though, right? I mean, you patched her up.
Maybe, but she isn't healing.
How's that?
Her injury is bandaged and it isn't getting any worse, but it isn't getting any better. She isn't healing. That takes time.
Then what can we do?
Could the ship go faster?
Faster?
Yes.
Well, maybe, but why?
If we can't move time forward to help heal her wound, maybe we can move it backward and erase it from happening.
That sounds like a pretty big if you ask me. I mean, we didn't even know this was gonna work.
But it did.
Anyway, it isn't my choice to make, and you know that.
I'm not talking about much, just push a bit. Make the sun go up the slightest fraction of a hair
And then what happens? I mean, go ahead, tell me, because I sure as hell don't know. I mean, what? Do we all get to go back and face our problems with a second chance? I mean, do we forget everything we've done, including even pushing it a little bit? I mean, hell, maybe we've already done it and we just can't remember anything.
That sounds a bit of a stretch.
My point is that you don't know, and I don't either. I mean, for all we know, we could fall out completely. And then where would we be? We're in a pretty good spot right now. Maybe it's not perfect, but is there even a perfect to find? Why can't you just be happy with what we have?
Are you?
I'm going below deck.
Why are you here?
You know why I'm here and don't pretend like you don't. At least my reason is born out of something real.
Something selfish, more like it.
And yours isn't. Huh. Thought so.
That was harsh.
You heard that?
Yeah, heard it all.
Well, I was
Don't worry, I'm not.
What?
I'm not worried. We've got all the time in the world to figure it out, right? Not like we're going anywhere and I'm not getting any worse. Not a problem.
Is it really that simple for you?
Why isn't that simple for you?
Because it isn't! I mean,
I know why you're here, you know. It wasn't your fault. None of them were. You did your best.
my best wasn't good enough.
No one's best would have been. It just happens.
And that's why we're here, right? Because it happens.
Didn't mean.
I'm a doctor, for Pete's sake. I'm supposed to be able to help people. I want to help people, and I can. This works, but there is no reason to just stop here. It isn't fixing the problems, just prolonging the inevitable. Try and tell me that your side isn't painful.
It isn't. Well, it does hurt, but it's more of just something I'm aware of. I don't really feel the pain, not really.
It shouldn't even have to be that.
Maybe, but do we really have to fight about it?
You brought it up.
And I'm putting it to bed.
I should put you to bed.
You have to catch me first.
Oh, and she's off.
Oh, that fool girl, she thinks she can't hurt herself even worse, I swear it!
There you are.
Someone has to fly the ship.
You know, I've been thinking about that.
Yes?
Well, every time I'm behind the wheel, I'm not really doing much. I check the heading, look at the gauges, maybe take a reading on the sextant, but nothing really changes.
Something's changed.
Oh?
He's here, up, moving around. Not in pain. That changed.
Yeah, yes, I suppose so.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Which means something. What?
This is my ship.
You've made that abundantly clear.
My ship, but your show.
This is all of our show. We all did this.
We all have a part to play, yes, and it takes all of us, but you are the focus. You want the sun the most.
What's your point?
Listen, I just don't want to see you get hurt, is all.
What, like our sister?
There are more ways of getting hurt than having a gasket blow up.
Fine, I'll stay out of engineering then.
No, that's not what I mean.
Then just say what you mean already. I am fed up with all this cryptic older brother passing on wisdom bullshit. Just say something straight for once.
I want you to be sure that what you're doing, what we're all doing, is worth it.
How can you even imply that it isn't?
Because I'm not blind. It's my job to see the bad things ahead and keep us from meeting them.
You aren't him.
I never said that I was.
Then quit pretending that you are, because we have him. Right here, right now. We have him. He doesn't even realize it, but it doesn't matter. He's still here.
So what cost?
What I'm willing to pay.
You don't even know what it is.
I don't have to, because it doesn't matter. Anything is worth it. Don't you get it? That is why this can be your ship 7 ways to sundown. But it isn't ever going to get there. Because of me. Because I'm willing to do what has to be done.
Do you truly have nothing else?
Nothing as important as this. Do you? You know what? Why don't you mind the helm for a little while, seeing as you seem to so enjoy doing nothing?
There you are.
Here I am.
I was told you were looking for me.
I wonder who could have told you that.
You know, I won't hurt a man to open up once in a while.
Is that so?
Yeah, you know, hiding behind a shell of sarcasm and snide one-liners is not helping anyone, yourself included.
Tell me, how is being a Sunchaser suiting you?
Good, actually. Kind of like it. It's mostly just scut work, but seems like it's been a long time since I've done good, honest work with my hands. Maybe forever.
Maybe it has.
Still, by the same token, I don't know.
Well, we are on a flying ship, stopping time, chasing the sun. I doubt that will ever feel normal.
It's not that it doesn't feel normal. It does feel strange, don't get me wrong. There's something else. Sometimes I can almost place it. It's gone. Lost forever in that moment. It became eternity.
Poetic.
Listen to me, rambling on like an old fool. What's eating your gourd?
Well, I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I always tell when a man's holding something in. If I had to guess, I'd say in your case it's holding something in the first place.
Well, if that's the case, I doubt I'll be opening up anytime soon.
Don't wait. Got to sometime.
I'm the captain of the ship.
And still a man.
Yes, that's true, but it doesn't really afford me.
Come on, if I'm so hurt, why can't you catch me? Oh, you damn fool, stop! Make me!
Well, I believe that girl's technically at death's door, isn't it?
I wouldn't say that.
Maybe not, but she was hurt pretty bad. Makes you wonder where she gets the energy. Or any of us get it.
What's that?
I haven't slept, not once, nor eaten. And the engine keeps running, but I can't tell where it's burning any fuel. We're talking, but is it having any effect? How long have I been here? Did I just wake up a few minutes ago, or has it been years? I mean, I honestly don't know.
to be the captain.
Why?
My father was a captain. He would expect it of me. I want to be someone that he would be proud of.
Well, I'm sure he would be.
I doubt that I'll ever know that. He wasn't much of one for expressing it.
He was proud.
How could you know?
Because you're a good man. It's all any father should ask for. Whether you're a captain or a deckhand. That's all that matters. Well, I guess I need to get below. Always plenty of work to do, you know. Even if you got a time in the world to do it.
I told you to slow down!
Then the sun would get away. You gotta keep moving.
Do you think this is some sort of game? You have a hole in your side that should have killed you. Can you for a moment think how lucky you are to even be alive?
I'm alive. That's what matters. If that gasket had killed me, then I'd be dead. So what?
So what? Do you think that gasket was the only thing that could hurt you?
No, but it did the best job of it, didn't it?
I thought you said it didn't really hurt.
It said it hurt. I just didn't really feel it. A bit of a difference.
Well, it sure looks like you're feeling it now.
More like I'm forgetting what it was like to not be in pain. Isn't that what they say sometimes? Your patience? Isn't that what he said? That he'd forgotten what it's like to feel good?
Yes.
When he said that to us, I didn't really understand. I think I'm starting to now.
You shouldn't have to.
I want to go home, sis.
It doesn't work that
Why
way.
not? Didn't you say we may be able to push the engines a little bit? Go faster for even the smallest bit?
We don't know what would happen. Our greasewad of a brother is right about that.
Then what are we going to do about this?
I don't know.
How can you not know? You always know!
I don't know, all right? I just don't know. I don't have any idea where to start. How can I start? You said we have all the time, but it's more like we have no time at all.
I don't want to die.
You aren't going to die. You're going to be fine, okay?
I remember you telling us once about an ER shift. One where there was some big accident and a whole load of people hurt. So many that you had to make decisions about which ones you could help and which ones you had to let die.
Oh.
You said all you could do was tell them they'd be all right and give them a shot of morphine. And then you had to walk away. They sat there and died alone because no one could even be spared to sit by their sides, but you told them they'd be fine. I don't want to die.
You won't
I don't want
die.
to die like that! Alone. Please. Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
For
I
what?
just am, okay? This is probably my fault anyway.
Don't say that.
I'm the youngest. I just got in the way and got hurt, just like you thought I would.
I never said that.
Didn't have to.
I never would say it or think it.
Then why have you been huffing about me being here?
Because you have your entire life to live. You want to know the simple fact about us, sis? We are running from the big dark truths we don't like. But look at you. What do you have to run from?
I just want to go home.
Come on, let's get you lying down.
Will it help?
If running around hurt you, I don't see why lying down wouldn't help.
Hey,
Hello?
out earlier.
Don't.
But is everything okay?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, because you've been crying.
So I'm a woman. I cry sometimes.
Yeah, sure. Right. Whatever. Is Mr. High and Mighty around?
Up on the deck, I should think. He does love to brood over his wheel.
That's right. Thank you. Did you have a nice talk?
Amazing, since I wasn't the one to start it.
Well, you know, maybe you just realized that you needed it.
Or maybe someone set him on me like a bloodhound.
You never did like talking to him.
I'm the oldest.
And what does that have to do with
It
anything?
has everything to do with it. I can't talk to him. He expects more of me than that.
No, you expect more of you than that.
Well, what should I do then? Just lay all my troubles on him? Is that it?
Did you ever think you might want to help?
Well, has he helped you? Well, have you had any heart-to-hearts with the old man lately?
No need. I'm the only one who's on this ship because I like the status quo. I mean, I don't look at the future and see all the ways that things go wrong.
You mean you've already seen how your future goes wrong and you're running from it?
So what if I'm running?
So what? Well, how is that keeping your status quo? You're running from it is what you're doing about it. Face it. She's leaving you. It's over.
It isn't over!
No?
No! We're just in a tough spot, okay? All couples go through that. You would know if you could ever commit to anything. A tough spot. And it's not fair that all this had to happen at the same time. I just need to get through it. I mean, life is supposed to be there for you, right? Hold you up in your lowest hour. Not say that she just can't
It
take
just
it.
didn't work out.
Hey, you're such about an expert, aren't you?
I can see a sinking ship for what it is.
You look at every ship and see the ways that it will sink.
I'm not as bad as all that.
Oh, really? Then why are you here, huh? Didn't that guy that you've been seeing just take you out to a really romantic dinner? I mean, didn't he ask you a certain question? Didn't you say yes?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Why did you say yes?
It was the thing to say.
Oh, but you didn't mean it.
Yes, I did. I mean, I meant it at the time.
And yet here you are.
It just wasn't the right time. How could he ask me that, knowing what was happening? I just needed more time.
Yeah. Maybe so did I.
It would seem that we have all the time in the world now, wouldn't it?
Do we?
How could we not?
I wonder. Okay, why don't you take a break for a little while? I'll mind the helm.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I could stand to be in your shoes, even if just for a bit.
All right. Thanks.
Come to visit your predecessor, eh?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Then what would you say?
Well, I'm just, taking a load off your shoulders. Seems like something I should do.
You shouldn't have to.
Why is that?
Just because.
Well, that's sound reason if I ever heard it.
Glad you agree.
Why are you a sun chaser?
Been surveying the crew?
No, I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say a lot of things, would you? Not that you ever did. Just because I'm young doesn't mean I can't make decisions.
They'd say you shouldn't be a sun chaser.
I can think for myself, and I can see. I can see the others, what's happening to them. Shouldn't I be the smart one? I became a sun chaser before I could be like them.
Chasing the sun's good.
Of course it is. You're a sun chaser now too, right? Don't tell me you haven't figured out why. I may be young, but I'm not blind.
Oh, no, you're not, but being able to see and accepting what you see are two different things.
Oh, is it my turn to be lectured?
Should I be lecturing you? I think you can see what's coming without me pointing it out to you.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'll let you rest.
It doesn't help.
Does it hurt?
Not any more than it always does.
That's something. I wouldn't worry. I mean, you're going to be fine.
It's funny. It sounds better when you say it, even though I still know it's a lie.
Hey,
Hey,
are Carol alone?
well, you know, someone has to fly the ship.
You know as well as I do that we don't. See? Now everything is exactly how it needs to be, right?
Not everything.
What?
Nothing is free, sis.
You think I don't know that? I have to wonder if you do, though. Nothing isn't free either. It has a price.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose that's right. I guess it just comes down to which one you're willing to pay in the end, right? But even then you have to wonder if you made the right choice.
I don't.
Really?
Hey,
And a good day to you. Feeling better?
was I feeling bad?
You were in a bit of a dark mood earlier.
Boat life, eh? Can't have it without the occasional disagreement, but it's over, done, gone.
Glad to hear that.
Why the long face?
The sun doesn't look right.
It looks the same to me.
I never said it had changed.
Well, what do you mean?
What do I mean? What exactly are you guys doing here? I got it. You're chasing the sun. But why? I mean, honestly,
What?
what is the purpose? Yes, please.
It stops time. It lets us never have to move past a day. It never makes us face the horrors of the night. It protects us and lets us live forever. It sounds like fantasy, but it's what's actually going on.
Well, it's not natural.
No, it isn't, but so what? It works and we're happy.
Really?
Yes!
You're happy.
When we stabilized the sun, it was the happiest moment in my life. And since it is still that exact same moment, it is still the happiest and it always will be.
And the others?
They're here, aren't they?
Yes.
Then they must be happy. You cannot be a sun chaser without wanting it, without having a reason. We all know what happens if the sun sets.
There is a difference between being happy and being scared.
But you don't have to be, though. You can't be. To be scared, you have to be worried about what will come next. And if that sun never moves, what could happen will never come either.
It's wrong.
The sun, still?
This.
You awake?
Haven't slept awake.
Well, you should try. Doc keeps going on and on about how important it is to try and sleep up here, so I think...
Did you want something?
I wanted to say... I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Yeah, for earlier, I just...
You told me to get away from the joint. It's my own fault this
No,
happened.
it isn't. Listen, I knew that there was a problem, and I shouldn't have let you anywhere near it in the first place, but what happened happened, and that's not even what I'm apologizing for.
Then what?
I'm sorry for saying that it was your fault up on the deck. I've been a pretty crappy big brother lately. You deserve better.
Well, you are kind of a jerk,
Hey.
but you're my brother too, so I guess I can forgive you for that.
Good.
Jerk.
Good. Thank you. I guess I should let you rest.
Because it's helping. Oh, so much!
Please sit.
No, really, I
Don't
should...
tell me you don't have time to talk. I wouldn't believe you, and frankly, you strike me as a rather poor liar.
You might be surprised.
Why the long face?
I'm a doctor with a patient she can't help. It weighs on a person.
You really believe that?
Well, it certainly doesn't lift them up.
No, there's nothing more you can do.
I thought maybe there might have been a way. But that was just wishful thinking. One of the stages of grief, I suppose. Denial, bargaining, maybe.
And there's nothing more you can do.
Time has stopped and I can't turn it back. What other choice do I have?
There's always a choice.
I can't, not
Listen,
this.
listen. I did not say it was going to be an easy decision. But there is more you can do. What you have to decide is whether you're going to run from it or face it.
I'm the one that got hurt. You had nothing to do with it. But no, it was me.
And I should be able to fix it.
You can't fix everything.
But I should be able to. I am the doctor, for Christ's
No,
sake.
you shouldn't. Because you can't. Sometimes things just happen. You can't save the entire world.
But I should be able to at least save you.
What will happen if we,
I don't know.
guess?
Well, if the wound stays as it is, we'll need to get you to a hospital. But you're going to be fine.
If it's worse than it looks?
If you live, you may need a cane for the rest of your life. I don't know. The human body is just too complex, and it isn't like I've ever worked on a Sunchaser before.
But you'll be by my side,
Yes.
no matter what.
Yes.
Don't blame yourself, no matter what
I-
happens. I mean it. Promise.
I promise.
I was afraid of the future. I saw what happened to all of you, and I didn't want to face it either. I saw what happened to him, but I don't really have a choice in the end, do I? We all have to grow up, right?
Yeah. And we have to accept that we can't change.
I've been thinking.
That's a first.
Change doesn't have to be bad.
It doesn't have to be good, either.
No, but it can be.
Even when you know it won't be.
But how can you really tell though, right? And, I mean, even if it's not, I was raised better than to run from it.
Were you? Were any of us? It seems we all ran when we had the chance.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean we have to keep running.
So, just take a chance and hope for the best, right?
That's what I did.
work out so well.
No, it didn't. But I'm so glad I took it. I mean, even if one chance doesn't work out, it doesn't mean they all won't. Wouldn't be a chance then, really. More of a certainty.
Yes, I suppose so.
I remember
What do you remember?
who I am.
And who is that?
The man I was yesterday.
There is no yesterday.
There was. Even if it's forgotten, there was a yesterday. And there is a tomorrow.
You haven't been paying much attention, have you? If that sun never set.
How does that story go?
Long, long ago, there was a people who truly knew the terrors of the night, not monsters of the dark, but the true terrors. So they built ships of fire and light and fled from the night by chasing the sun. So long as they chased the sun, they were happy, for they forever had today. There was no need for tomorrow, and yesterday became a myth. They truly lived for the moment.
That's not how the story ends.
It doesn't end. The day does not end, and neither does the story.
Long, long ago, there was a people. Terrors of the night. Not darkness or monsters. True terrors. Change. Death. The unknown. The inevitable. So they built ships of fire and light and fled from the night by chasing the sun. As long as they chased the sun, they were happy. They forever had today. There's no need for tomorrow. Yesterday became a myth. They truly lived for the moment. So they thought. They became so frightened of losing that single precious day. They became forever lost in that moment. It became eternity. So after sailing across that everlasting twilight, they turned away from the sun. Faced the darkness of the night with only the hope of a new day to see them through.
But not all of them made it. For some of them, today was the last day.
But for many more, dawn came. For some, that was the first day.
Tomorrow or not. I don't really have a choice in the end, do I? At least I don't have to face it alone.
Can't save everyone, but I can try. At least I can be there for them.
You can't run from it forever. Everything changes.
Sometimes for the worse. And sometimes for the better.
Don't, please.
But honey, sweetheart, listen,
Dad, don't go, please.
my time time, sweetheart.
I need you.
You can do this. I have faith in you. You're a grown woman now. All my children are grown, and I'm proud of the words of each and every one of you.
But you have always been there for us.
I always will be. Some way, I always will be. But not like this. It's time to let go. It's time to stop chasing the sun. It is time to face a new day. A new day.